Hi folks, St. Paul Steam here with the technical video of the motorized turntable. Not that it's all that complicated, but this is a turntable I got off of Amazon. I think it was $40 total, and it's nearly exactly 18 inches across, and it's made out of Acacia wood, which actually I found out was harder than oak, I believe it is. Really good for steam engine projects. They won't soak up the water, and it's anti-fungal or something like that too. But anyway, it's a good wood for this project. It came with this kind of a base on it, and you can see, boy, that plastic impregnated bearing thing is just garbage. And actually, it was so bad that the underside of, I'll show you in a little bit, the indentations that these bearings put in the wood just when it came to me. Pretty incredible. But this is the bearing I bought first. It's a Tambi, and it's not good enough for me. I haven't sent it back yet, but the tolerances on it are really, really poor. I think this is an 18-inch as well, and actually these two pieces are exactly flush with each other, so that one's staggered a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch, which I liked much better. It suited my purposes better, because I was able to pull the plugs or these bumpers out of one side, made it up right against the wood. But they did package this one better, I'll give them that. For as much as that Rockler bearing cost, you would have thought it would have been better packaged, but it wasn't. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I did make a cover for it if I got something that I think might scratch it. The hardest thing about this is just locating it back on the post when you go to mount it back up, but it lifts right off. And you can actually see these dents in the wood from the original lazy Susan bearing. They acted like indexing marks, which is not going to be very good. And I had to make that's almost 3/4 of an inch. I think it's, well, I shaved off about 1/8. I bought this mount from Amazon as well, and I soldered in a 1/2 moon to match the post in the motor, which is an 1 RPM. And this bearing is much better. One thing I did do with this bearing is I took this plug out of right there, and all these roller ball bearings, well, you can chase them out, and once you do, the bearings are what holds these two rings together. And once you get the bearings or most of them out, you can slip the ring off the other ring, and it had grease in there that was just too viscous. It was very sticky. And I mean, it's good if you're going to put 330 pounds on it, which it's rated for, but that was never my plan to put that kind of weight on her. So I cleaned all the ball bearings and cleaned the races out on both sides, and thought, well, sewing machine oil will be the perfect thing. No, too thin, because you can hear the rattle of the bearings against each other. So I went with a little bit thicker motor oil. Not good enough, so took it all apart, cleaned it again, and I went with white lithium mold plate grease lubriplate, white lubricant, and that seemed to do the ticket. It rolls, spins easily now without the clatter of the ball bearings crashing against each other, so that worked out a lot better. And probably spending an hour figuring that out. I made this little aluminum disc. It's got this material on top, so I just click right in place there and make a nice flat surface. Now let's look at the electronics. It is 110 volt, and I made a nice little, well, this box I think came from a Chinese coffee grinder box, and it just worked good for this. So I've got forward in the opposite direction and off in the middle. And let's see if I can, there we go, get that out of there. And you can see that 1/2 moon I have in there, which correspondingly accepts that. And then down here we have the 1 RPM, 110 volt gear motor. It's really powerful. It's about the size of a baseball, I'm guessing. I'll try to remember to put all this stuff in the remarks down below. But this is a 1 RPM. I bought a 5 RPM first, and I think the 5 RPM was actually quieter. It made almost no noise, where this one, I hear a little rumble. So I might send that motor back and replace it with another one. because the other one was perfectly quiet. I had it mounted in there first. But that's basically all the information is about all that. Pretty simple to wire up. And that's that, folks. Thanks for looking as always. I appreciate it. Bye now.